What is going on, friends, and welcome back to the Minecraft Hub channel. Today we are doing another evolution of Hermitcraft video, and we are checking out the one and only Impulse, who joined Hermitcraft in Season 3. Now what we're looking at right here is his base from Season 3. It was built into the side of a mountain right in Hermitcraft Hills. Down here is his storage area. I think this is a pretty cool design, lots of light of course, and also enough room for pretty much all the items you could need in Minecraft. This was basically the entire base though, there is not much else to see. Also, we're doing an evolution video for all the hermits, so be sure to check out our channel for all those. They'll be coming very soon. We've already done a few. We've done Mumbo, Grian, and Scar so far, and Impulse is the fourth one we've done. So be sure to stay tuned to our channel for the rest of those videos coming out very soon. Although there isn't much to explore in this base, I do really like the look of the inside of it. Next up we have Hermitcraft Season 4, where Impulse decided to build this beautiful modern mansion. This thing is really cool looking. He of course made the surrounding area really green, really luscious, which is a nice break from the rest of this mesa biome. He even added in a pool and a basketball court, so you know he was really living in luxury this season. I really like the look of this build. He did a great job working with this modern style and adding in all the little luxurious things on the outside, such as the pool, the cars that he has up front, and the basketball court. The inside is great, of course. He has a lot of room for storage and also a bunch of different cool things such as Jarvis. This building over here was also Impulse's. This was home to a bunch of the farms from Hermitcraft Season 4. This building basically produced everything Impulse needed throughout the entire season. Now we can get a little bit closer look at the inside of this mansion. Of course, he has his mailbox out front like every other hermit. Inside here you can see he's got a grand piano. I really like the design of that. He's even got a bar over on this side, and then as you go around you'll see a fireplace and a lot of beautiful stuff. Down here you can see he's got armor stands holding up some of his armor and a storage room, and then of course the beacon as Jarvis. I really like all the little small details he put on the inside, such as the grand piano. It definitely is a very nice touch in a modern feeling home, having a grand piano like you'd find in any other real life house. There are some useful things in here too, such as the storage system. He also has an automated smelter, and then over in the back you're even going to have a place that automatically puts on armor for you. If you just step on the pressure plate right there, it's going to put on all the armor that you would need. Definitely a lovely build, and also fairly big for this season. Next up, Hermitcraft Season 5. This is where Impulse really took it up a notch and started doing major projects. This build was absolutely massive and sat right on top of a guardian farm. Up here is the big platform with all of his storage, all automated. He also has some other cool rooms and some lovely trees and things like that on the outside. He unfortunately didn't do as much as he wanted to do up top, but I still think this build looks amazing. Down here is the Guardian Temple, where he drained all the water out in a staircase formation down to it. Inside here he has a ton of different farms, from kelp, cactus to sugarcane. He also has mob farms in all of the pillars, and even a villager trading hall right in the center. This build not only looked really amazing, I love all the colors and everything that he used for this, but I think it was also super functional as well, having all the different farms on the inside and even the villager trading hall, which is especially important when trying to get all the things you need later in the game. The pillars and everything on top have a Greek or Roman style, and I think this build would have done really well in 1.17, having all the moss blocks and things like that, which would have given this place a really overgrown look and looked super nice. Next up, Hermitcraft Season 6. This was iBay. iBay was much smaller on the outside than any of the previous seasons. What you're seeing right here is pretty much the entirety of the outside base. It has the bay, the ship with all the lovely armor stands on it, this house up top, and then there's this waterfall which is hiding the entrance to a second part of the base. This base was mostly underground. It had a ton of farms, this giant storage system. The underground part of this base was really beautiful. He really didn't focus too much on the outside of the base. He didn't even build the buildings on it until very late in the season. Personally, that's how I do a lot of my builds as well, so I totally understand the desire to just build all the things underground. I think this base was still great, having all the different farms, storage systems, things like that underground right where you need them. The berry area of this base is pretty cool, especially with all the cool armor stands, but I would have loved to see a lot more building on the outside of here, making this bay look super cool. Next up, Hermitcraft Season 7. This build was pretty amazing. This thing is a giant pyramid floating out in the water with this giant ring around it. This base went through a lot of redesigns throughout the season, but I really like this final design that he went with. I think the water on the outside that is staircasing down looks super cool as well. We also blew this base up once and all the water stayed in the same formation, which made this thing look like it was just a giant water pyramid. Just like all of his other bases, the inside of this is super functional as well. He has this super smelter here, he has some things on the outside such as villager trading and a chicken farm, and then the inside or the center of this base is also where the automated storage system is. Impulse always does a great job of making his bases super functional as well as looking great. The bottom of this base, you can see through the floor here, is full of farms. There is sugarcane, there's melons, pumpkins, cactus, pretty much everything you can think of. The center of this base is also a creeper farm, I believe. So there is really so much you can do with this base. There's even a slime farm down at the bottom. So this base produces pretty much everything you're going to need in Minecraft and everything that you can sell to the other hermits. This is also probably Impulse's biggest base so far. It would definitely be a contender with Hermitcraft Season 5 with the Guardian Temple underneath, but this thing is huge. That area that was dug out for all the farms is massive, the pyramid is massive, and even the ring around this whole thing is massive. So he definitely put in a lot and time of effort to get this thing as big as it is. And now finally, the newest season of Hermitcraft, Hermitcraft Season 8, The Factory. This thing was so cool to see. He built this thing in record time, and this thing is absolutely huge. It's got some function on the inside, although I think he wanted to do a lot more with the inside of it, but as we know, the season ended very quickly. This thing is so cool looking though. I absolutely love this factory. I think this is the best of Impulse's builds throughout the season. There is just so much detail in this entire build, and the inside of it, he had some very cool things as well, such as the chocolate river and the kelp farm, the cactus farm, all things like that. It was just so cool seeing this thing get built up within the first few episodes of Hermitcraft, and I think this thing is so cool. I would really love to see Impulse experiment more with building in the future, doing things like this, maybe some more natural builds. He's definitely a great builder and a great worker with redstone, so I'm really excited to see what he does in the next season of Hermitcraft. That is all that we have for you guys today though. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like on it, and if you're new to our channel, hit that subscribe button as well so you can check out all the rest of our Minecraft content. We're of course doing more of these evolution videos with all the hermits, so stay tuned for those, and stay tuned for all the rest of the content we put out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.